Today we're going to be doing one of my favorite styles of video, which is an empties video, or products I used up or products I loved. They are my favorite videos to do and to watch simply because they get and give so much information about the product when it is used all the way up. What you liked about it, what you didn't, if you wouldn't repurchase it, if you would repurchase it. It just really tells a lot once you've gone all the way through an entire product. I tend to do these in different categories. I work with hair, skincare, makeup, body, and I talk a little bit about some supplements, but I haven't been doing as many of those lately. Since I started the HRT, I've kind of weaned back on some of those. I do have a couple things that I have in the mix with that, but nothing that I've used up as of yet. I am planning to jump right into summer capsule wardrobe coming up pretty soon. We kind of went through winter and our spring was not an easy spring, let's just say. It was a bit of a mess. You just didn't know. It was either freezing cold or blazing hot. There was no in between. So spring, I literally did a capsule wardrobe video about it and items that I would use, but then it was all over the place. So realistically, the video that I did more about how to create a outfit using 3 basic items and then adding 3 kind of distinguishing items into it was way more helpful and more what I did through all of the spring than anything else. We will be packing up soon to head to Cape Cod. I did take a picture of this and I got a green screen, so I might give that a try while I'm there because I don't have a background at that house that I love. So we'll see how it plays out. But I'm gonna jump in. We're gonna start with hair care and work our way through. It's kind of funny because if you have watched these empties videos, I would say for the most part, 80 to 90% of it are items that I repurchase time and time again. It used to be I was always trying new things and I never finished things up. Now I have kind of found, as I've gotten into my late 40s and early 50s, I've really found those products that work for me and I love, so I just keep repurchasing them. I'm not as much on the hunt for the newest and greatest thing when I've found something that works. Now, if I have something that isn't working for me, that's a different story. So my go-to absolute favorite for years now, dry shampoo, is the Living Proof Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. Not the regular one, the Advanced Clean one. It's in a lighter silver container. This is the larger size, this is the smaller size. I keep this one upstairs in my bathroom, kind of where I wash my face and brush my teeth and things like that. And I keep this one downstairs in my vanity, which is where I sometimes am curling my hair, things like that. I tend to use this in the morning before I jump in the shower. I usually put a shower cap on and tie my hair up, but I put this in before I do anything else. I jump in the shower, I do all my things in the shower, then I get out and it's already worked its way in. So it gives it time to kind of work into any oils at my scalp. Now, also I'm doing that before I'm working out, which also when it's already in there before you work out, before you get hot and sweaty, it actually helps to absorb the oils. But this is the best one I have tried, hands down. It doesn't leave a film on your hair. It doesn't make your hair feel gritty. It doesn't make your hair feel gross. I have my hair down today and it is now Tuesday and I washed my hair last Thursday and I'm still fine. Like, I don't feel like it looks gross. I don't feel like it feels gross. It works, I'm telling you, hands down, best dry shampoo. The next hair product I'm going to talk about is I have gotten back into using a heat protectant before I curl my hair. The one I really like is from Dry Bar. It's called Hot Toddy. This is the super big one, kind of like that Living Proof one. I personally prefer, it's like, I don't know if tropical is the right word. It's their summer version. It has kind of like a more tropical beachy scent to it, but they only have that in the smaller ones. But I had used this up, so I did repurchase that as the smaller one because I just like that scent better. This isn't bad. I just like that one when it's available, so I pick it up. But I do use this anytime I'm gonna curl my hair. You need the tiniest spray. It's like a quick once over. It's not like a concentrated spray it on each one. It works great. It literally holds my curl so well. I have fine hair. I have a lot of it, but I have very, very poker straight hair. If I go to bed with my hair wet, I am pretty much waking up the next morning with my hair straight. So when I do curl my hair, I need something that helps hold that curl, and this is that product. Next up is kind of a set of 3 things. It's easiest to explain it in 3 because I do purchase it this way. It's from Monat. It's the IR Clinical Thickening Shampoo, Conditioner, and the Thinning Defense. Not that my hair is thinning, but I'm always looking for ways to strengthen my hair. So we have the shampoo, the conditioner, which I cut open to make sure I get all of that out of, and then the strengthening serum. And so I wash 2 times with the shampoo, do the conditioner once, and then I take this when I get out of the shower while my hair is towel dried, and I put it right down my middle part. I do it on the 2 side parts, around my hairline and around the back of my hairline. This really helps my scalp stay strong, stay healthy. Since I am using dry shampoos and things like that, it really is helping keep those hair follicles open and not get clogged up, and it helps to strengthen that root as it's growing. I love this. There are 3 different brands of hair products that I rotate in, but I would say this is probably 60% of the time what I use. I'll stick with Monat, the Rejuvenate oil. You guys have probably gotten so sick of hearing me say this, but I do say that this bottle should be gold because I call this liquid gold. I take this every time after I've brushed my hair, anytime I've done anything to my hair. I literally take it, I take a pump, I do 4 drops on my hand, and I simply go through any ends, any flyaways. I take it at the roots of my head. It smells like lemon. It is amazing. It has changed my hair. I feel like my ends look healthier. My hair grows great. It just really feels amazing, keeps my hair shiny and healthy looking. I use this every single day. This one I have used for, gosh, I want to say since this came out. So like, what's that been, like 8 years since Monat came around, something like that. The shampoo, conditioner, and serum, they have changed and kind of reformulated, but some version of that I have used, I would say, for the last 4 years. A newer item that I added into I do it like once every 2 weeks. It's from a brand called DP Hue. It's Glossy Glaze. It's the cool blonde color. If you have hair like mine that's blonde, and my hair pulls a lot of brassiness to it, it gets very kind of like warm looking, and I want it to be a little bit cooler looking. This is a great at-home treatment. It gives you a nice shine. It's kind of like a toner you would get at a hairstylist, but not to that level. You only put it in for 2 to 3 minutes. You leave it on your hair, you rinse it out. You could do it with or without conditioner, depending on your hair. Mine depends on the week, what I feel like, but it just really helps to keep my blonde the color that I want it to be without having to worry about it getting brassy. Plus, gives an added shine. Can't beat that. This I have already repurchased, and I'm actually about halfway through the one that I repurchased as well. I'm going to talk about supplements. I only have one thing right now. I don't know how that's possible. Vital proteins, collagen peptides. I use this in my smoothies. I use this in my tea. It is completely unflavored. It has, I think it's 20 grams, 18 grams of protein to it, and it just has 20 grams of collagen peptides. This is great as we are aging, for our bones, for our strength. It really is great to get that added protein in there. I just love just throwing it in here or there. And I have used this for many years. I do tend to purchase it at Costco. You can get it on Amazon. You can buy it at most grocery stores now, Walmart, Target, all of them. It used to be harder to find. I tend to purchase it at Costco when it's on sale, and I buy a bunch of them and just stock up on them. I'm going to move on to body products. So this, I used to not keep these to show them in Empties because I feel like some items that I use daily, I forget about. And this is the Dove body wash in the Deep Moisture. I have used this for so many years, I can't even tell you. But I use it as a body wash, but what I use it for is shaving. I don't use a shaving cream. I don't use any lotions. I don't use any crazy soaps. Like, I use this. It's like, have you ever been in a pinch and used a conditioner? It's like that, but thicker, and it suds up a little bit. It is amazing. I get the best shave with this, and it leaves my skin super moisturized. If you haven't tried this, give it a try. Let me know what you think. It is so amazing. I could buy it at Costco, by the way, but they don't have it in the pump, and I find that I don't get all of it out in the squeeze ones. I personally prefer the pump, and then I put it on its side, and I just shake everything out of it. But I love this. I have used this for so many years. I don't know why I haven't mentioned it before, but if you haven't tried it, try it. It's so good. My body lotion, I constantly use Hemp's. These are my favorite ones. If you were following me over on Instagram, I recently talked about a girlfriend of mine who has a cosmetic license, and so they had them on sale. She placed a big order for me, so I got them like at her cost, and it was buy one, get one 50% off. So I bought like 6 or 8 of them. I don't even remember. I love, 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 love this line. I love how my skin feels with it. I love the scents they have. This one was Peach Raspberry Bellini. Loved that. And this one was Exotic Green Tea and Asian Pear. It was good. It's not the top of my list. I'd say it's about middle of my list. But definitely, again, these are so nice, so good. I have purchased them time and time again. And as I just mentioned, I did a big purchase. So hopefully I won't have to buy any anytime soon. Next up, I used up, this was a super big one of this. This is the first time I ever got like the super large one. It's from Westmore Beauty. It's Lasting Effects Body Coverage Perfector in the color Natural Radiance. So I use this. I have a lot of spotting on my legs, okay? So I've got, like you see, I've got spots and freckles through all of my arms, but my legs are much more predominant. And so a lot of times I get a good amount of color to them, but my skin tone looks uneven. Or we're in a position like the last couple months where it has been nicer out and I want to wear shorts, but I might not want to do self tanner, or I don't have any color to my legs yet. And so with that, this is amazing. It stays on. So you have to put it on dry skin, really, really dry skin. And then you apply it. I use a mitt, the same mitt I use for self tanning. I use that. I use a brush around my feet, things like that. Sometimes I use this on my chest and neck because I try to keep the sun off of that. But it really just, once it sets, I can get in the shower, and unless I'm using soap and water or I'm rubbing at it, it will stay on, which is crazy. So it is what I would say water resistant. It is not waterproof, but it is water resistant. It just doesn't come off unless you kind of work at it with either soap or with some sort of, like if you have a towel and you're drying your legs but didn't put soap on it and you're really like, I kind of blot them, if you're really dragging it on it, you're gonna pull this off. But I can get it to last me a good 2-3 days that way. It is so nice and so good. I've used this for so many years. My next one is the regular size, smaller one. I always buy this on like QVC or HSN, whoever has a deal going on it. But it is just really great. Or if you are someone who doesn't go in the sun, doesn't want to mess with self tanner, but you want to wear a skirt, shorts, give this a try. As I mentioned also, it is great for our neck and décolleté area. It really evens out your skin tone. Staying with body, I used up one of my Donna Karan Cashmere Mist deodorant. This is my go-to deodorant. I tried going natural for a while there. I tried using the, what is it, Secret has some like crazy one. Nothing works like this for me. I can't explain it. It is so good. The scent takes a little bit to get used to. It's kind of like powdery smelling, but once you get used to it, you don't smell it. But one of these lasts so long also. I think it's around the same cost as, maybe a little bit more than a Secret or something like that, but it lasts so much longer. It's just a solid. You don't need a lot of it. You just simply, go once or twice like a normal one. I will say the downside is you can never get all the way to the end of it, and I start scratching my arm with the edges. I just felt that and made me think of it. That's the only downside with this product, but I have not used another deodorant again since I went back to this probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago. They almost always have it on the Nordstrom anniversary sale as like a 2-pack or a 3-pack. So if you're interested in trying it, that might be a great time. The last, what I'll consider body item, is Baccarat Rouge 540, my go-to perfume, the only perfume I have worn in 3 years now. And I also have the travel size ones. This actually slides into a glass case that is metal. Very, very pretty, very nice to carry with you. But I just refilled one. This is what I use. And these are great when you travel too, so you don't have to take your whole bottle of perfume. It's very easy to go with you. Yeah, there's nothing left in here. I can't explain scents, but it is amazing. I have not used another scent since I started using this scent. Moving on to skincare. All right, I used up 2 of the Balancing Gel cleansers. This cleanser I use every morning as my cleanser in the shower, and I use it every evening as my second cleanser. So first I use the Radiant Cleansing Balm to get all of my makeup off, and then I use this and mix it in with some sort of exfoliator. I use either the Colleen Rothschild one or one by a brand, I think I have an empty one. I do. I'm going to show that to you guys. I can't remember the name of the brand, but it has a cranberry. It's a natural exfoliant and it's cranberry. I love that one. And I mix a little bit of that in as my second wash at night. So I'm doing a little bit of exfoliation and also doing this cleanser. This is, I've tried so many cleansers. It is so calming. It is so nice. I have oily combination skin, but I have friends that have all different skin types and every single one of them loves this cleanser. It is really just great. It also comes with a cap on it, but I always end up just tossing it because it's so much easier just to grab it like this. And it is just, it's the best cleanser, guys. Give it a shot. I just pulled this out. Oh no, it's cranberry something, gommage, I think. And the name, because I've grabbed at it so much, the name and squeezed it, the name is off too. I get this at Nordstrom. It is not inexpensive, but it works great and it smells heavenly. It's a cranberry natural exfoliant. It is so nice on the skin. It doesn't aggravate my skin. It just really gives my skin such a refreshed feel. It's great for just getting your skin ready for all those nighttime products. I absolutely love this, and I have to pick one up for the cape soon too. I would say I have used this on and off, exchanging. So in my shower, I have the Colleen Rothschild, and in my nighttime skincare, this one. If I'm showering at night, I use the one in the shower. This is the one that I keep with my skincare. But I have used this probably, I want to say I started using this about 3 or 4 years ago. I originally found it during Nordstrom anniversary sale, and which is coming up soon, guys. I don't know how I'm going to go about it this year. We'll see. But I originally tried it through that because I saw a set and I had seen someone talk about it, and I have kept it in my rotation since then. I do want to mention with that product as well is that a little bit goes a long way. You literally need a dime size amount. Then I used up a Radiant Cleansing Balm in the jumbo size. This is what I use to take my makeup off every single night. It smells like a spa. It is amazing. I use probably about the size of a quarter. I warm it between my fingers and I start on my eyes really gentle and then go all over my face. And then I take a microfiber cloth and just gently go in my eyes. It removes every bit of makeup. It is non-irritating to my eyes. It is just absolutely, I've used this for 10 plus years, I think. Since they first came out, I have tried others and I always go back to this one. Just to give you an idea on that, I just realized when I picked this up, this is the smaller size of the Radiant Cleansing Balm. But I think if I remember correctly, I had one that I had brought back from the Cape because it had melted and I wanted to use it up, and I think that was this one. So I haven't used up 2 full ones. One of them was from last summer as well. It looks like I used a lot, but I really hadn't. I don't know when the last time I had an empty of this though, so that's interesting. Also, before I forget, I do always have a discount code for Colleen Rothschild. They are nice enough to let me use that still continuously for many years, and it still is my old screen name, which was Lisa SZ09 for 20% off. It is just her products. I have used them consistently. I bounced back and forth a little bit the first couple years when they first started coming out, but I would say I've been a good solid 7 to 8 years of consistently, almost all my products for skincare are hers. Another product that I used up of Colleen Rothschild was the Vitamin C Nourishing Balm. Has a light scent to it, not much. I do like this. However, if I have my choice between the two, I do prefer the one in the pump. I kind of gave them both a try, and I thought this one would be better in the winter to give me more hydration. But I actually find that I like the serum better. It just kind of absorbs in quicker. I think this would be great if I was using it at night, but I use vitamin C in the morning. And so I just like the idea of the smaller, more pump, more thin product one. I still use this if I had it, but if I'm repurchasing, I'm definitely going with the thinner one. Last bit of Colleen Rothschild and 2 more skincare items is I used up the CBD face oil. They discontinued this. I loved this so much, but they discontinued it. That's okay. If you are looking for a replacement for it, the Face No. 9 oil has been their tried and true bestseller for many, many, many years. And that is the one I have gone back to. I do like this. I also like the one with the retinol supreme in it. I do every other night, this one night, that the other, but I did love this one while they had it, but I have since gone back to this one. I had used up my Colleen Rothschild hyaluronic acid serum, and before they came out with one, I had previously used one from the brand The Ordinary, and I think it's under $10. I use a hyaluronic serum in the morning on my skin, and I was looking to see if I had a backup of the Colleen Rothschild hyaluronic acid serum, and I didn't, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had bought, like, I guess during a sale, 3 of the one from The Ordinary. So I am trying to get through those and use those up now. So this is The Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I use this in the morning. Every other morning, I use vitamin C one and then hyaluronic acid on the other. I kind of like to keep my skin kind of guessing. I don't do the exact same thing every day. That's a personal choice. But if you are looking for an inexpensive skincare brand, this is a great option. It's a really nice brand. You can find it at Ulta. I know Sephora. I'm not sure where else, but it's a really, really nice brand. The last skincare, then we're gonna work our way to makeup, is the City Beauty Advanced Action Sculpting Cream. Doesn't have much scent to it. I was actually using this and focusing on my neck. I'm trying to work on those little lines right through here. And I've been using one of those gua sha tools. Gua sha? I don't know how to say it. Tools at night. And I was using this with it as well. I definitely saw a difference. I changed over to the blue one that they have of this to give that a try. But I really, really liked the Advanced Sculpting Cream. It's definitely really nice. It is a heavier consistency, so it is a more moisturizing product, so that's something to take into account depending on your skin. I can get away with that at nighttime, but not in the morning. So this is what I put on as the last thing after my serum, face oil, and then this is my last item before I go to bed. Let's move on to makeup. We're finishing it up. All right, Color Science Total Protection SPF 50 in the color medium. I use this every single day. This is what I have on my face today. Typically, I put on my Estee Lauder Renutriv as my foundation when I'm gonna do a video, but when I got ready this morning, I forgot. So if you're seeing something different, that's what it is. This is what I use 90% of the days. I use the Estee Lauder usually if I'm recording and or if I am going out. But other than that, this is what I use. The color medium works perfectly with me. I did try going one step up in color last year during the summer, and it just had a little bit too much of an orange undertone to it. But every once in a while, I'll take just a dot of that and mix it in with this color. But for the most part, this works for me year round. It makes my skin look great. I love this. I can't say enough good things about this. Next up, I used up 2 of my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the color medium. I used these up. I have one medium that I'm using, but I also have a medium plus. Medium plus is the color I tend to go to for the summer. It is that same medium beige color, but it has just a tint more of color to it. It just works for my skin. It's what I have on today is the medium plus. This is what I use through the entire winter. This is what I use to set whether I'm wearing the Estee Lauder or the Color Science. This is my go-to. It just makes my skin look so pretty. It's not reflective, but it does look very healthy. I have always had an issue with MAC foundations. The liquid ones break me out. The powders do not. This powder is just stunning on. I know a lot of people like Charlotte Tilbury and some of the others. This to me is way better. My go-to concealer is the Tarte Shape Tape. I use this every single day. I use it under my eyes in 2 spots. A little bit in the center of my face and a little bit to kind of contour my face. I use the color, that's key, finding the right color. This has a lot of pigment and can be a little drying on people, but using it with a beauty blender sponge is what has made the difference for me. I use the color Light Medium Honey, and that color just works with my skin tone all year round, and I love it. I have purchased so many of them and just continue to use it time after time. This next item, it's the first time that I have used one of these up, and it is from NARS. It is called the Multiple, and it is in the color Orgasm. And this is a cream product. I've gotten it all out of there for the most part. There might be something I could scrape out of there, but to be honest, I got my money's worth out of it, so I'm not too worried about it. So what I do is I put on that Color Science, then I put on my concealer, then I take this and I put it right on my cheeks with that same beauty blender. I blend it in before I put on the MAC MSF Natural. And I love the look of this. Today I do have blush on over top of it. So when I'm going out, I do add the NARS Orgasm in the actual powder form over top of it to give me a little bit extra pop of color in the cheeks. But on a daily basis, this is what I usually use, and I love this color. It is universally flattering for so many people, and I honestly am about halfway through my other one, so this one's been sitting in my empty bin for a while. The next item is the Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer, and if you've been around here for a while, you are used to seeing this along with one of the Tarte, what is it called? Tartelette mascara, the purple tube. That tended to be my go-to. I usually use both of them up at the same time. However, since they came out with the Tartelette XL version, I use the Tartelette, the regular one, the purple one, daily. And then when I'm doing, same as the foundation, when I'm doing recording or going out, I use the Tarte XL version. And the XL is what I have on today, but I always, before I put either of them on, use the Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer. This lash primer has both a strengthening serum in it and a primer for the mascara you're going to put on. It is beautiful. It just works with my lashes. My lashes have never looked better since I have done the combination of my New Lash Serum at night, this lash primer, and then one of the two Tarte mascaras, the Tartelette tubing mascara. So good. My lashes just have been so strong and so great. So this will be running out before the other ones, but I'm still rotating those around and using this every time. The last makeup item is this little bad boy here, and I cannot even get it any smaller or sharpen it anymore. This is an eyeliner that is from a brand called Wonder 2. Yeah, I think it's called Wonder 2, and this is called the Super Stay, might be gel liner, waterproof gel liner. I get it in the brown color, and I use this to line my waterline up underneath. I don't use it, I mean, you can use it on your lid. I don't use it on my lid, and I don't use it on my bottom. I put it on the top, and if you are someone like me that likes to line your waterline, or tight line it can be called, you know a lot of those products transfer down, cause kind of darkness under your eyes. This stays all day. The only thing that gets it off is that makeup remover. It is on there, and it just really, again, it makes my lashes look fuller and thicker because it's actually giving darkness down at the base. But I love this. I think it's around $12, and one of them lasts me so long. Again, couldn't sharpen it any further, but that's okay. Again, I got my money's worth out of it, so I'm not too concerned with that part. But I have used this consistently for probably 4 years, always repurchase it, and I just love it. The dark brown is just so nice. It's not as harsh as a black, but it's not too soft either. It just is a beautiful product that stays on great at a great price point. So those are all of my empties. I don't know how long it's been since I did an empties video. However, as I mentioned in the beginning, they are hands down my favorite videos to do. I love them. I love seeing products and what the thoughts are and what people repurchase. And I hope you guys have a great weekend.